What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel today. It is Joe and I am excited to bring you guys some news regarding XRP again. We are going to go over a lot today. We're going to go over the latest ETF news and the odds that it gets approved. We're going to go over an update with RLUSD. We're going to go over Japan and XRP adoption over there. Then we're going to go over some massive news regarding Brad Garlinghouse in a tweet he sent out and what someone he tagged said that has my attention and that I'm really curious about. So we're going to go over that at the end. So stay all the way until the end. Give me your thoughts on what that means, what you think that means, because it definitely got my attention and I'm super excited after reading that tweet for the future of XRP, and I think it's very, very bullish, and I can't wait to dive into that. Before we get started, if you guys could, please like the video, please subscribe. That would mean the world to me. Please comment below. I will interact with you guys. And other than that, let's dive right into the price today. So, XRP, looking at the top market caps, we got XRP up 15% in the last week. And when you look at Bitcoin, up 2%, Ethereum up 3%, Binance 9%. But then you got XRP at 15%, you got Cardano at 14%, but XRP, look at them go. Yesterday morning was pretty exciting news for XRP. People woke up seeing it rise quite a bit, so that got me pretty excited. So up 2% in the last day. But looking at the last week, look at the steady climb. We touched just over 280 for a little bit this morning, which was super nice to see. But we are climbing, and I like the trajectory that we are going. Again, I am very bullish on XRP right now, and I think with all this news coming out, it's just a matter of time before we take off. So, I mean, just look at this price chart, you guys. Super exciting. I hope you guys got in. This is not financial advice, but if you did get into XRP in the last couple of weeks while it was down, that was a great time while it was hovering around that price. And I think we're going to just see a steady climb from here, but we will have to find out if that actually happens or not. You just never know in crypto these days. But let's dive into some prices. So, done deal, folks. XRP is a commodity, ready to rock soon. So this is in light of that ETF announcement, the SEC acknowledging the ETF. Here's what they said, and this was super, super encouraging for the steps that XRP needs to take in order to win this case. In light of these factors, consistent with applicable legal precedent, particularly as applied in SEC versus Ripple Labs, the sponsor believes that it is applying the proper legal standards and making a good faith determination that it believes that XRP is not, under these circumstances, a security under the federal securities laws. The sponsor believes XRP is a commodity, as that term is defined under the Commodity Exchange Act. That's massive. That is huge news for XRP and a step we needed to take in that right direction. So that got me super excited. So looking at the ETF odds for 2025, Polymarket has it at 80% chance right now. That is huge. That's super exciting. 80% ETF gets approved. We all saw what happened to Bitcoin when that ETF got approved. So when this happens for Ripple and XRP, I think it's only a matter of time. I think it's imminent that it's going to happen. I think we can see similar price reactions to XRP when that does happen. And like this is showing, there's an 80% chance. I like those odds. I'm going to be a believer, and I just think the price right now is at a point where the risk reward just makes so much sense, and I'm just loving these prices. I'm going to keep dollar cost averaging and see where it gets me. So huge news regarding ETFs. And then in light of the ETF news, this clip got me a little excited on Fox Business, so I'll read this first. XRP ETF gets a green light, and Bank of America is only using XRP for all their transactions. Giga bullish XRP, and it's USA made. So take a listen here.
Another one you like is Ripple. You said it is the coin to be looking at right now.
Absolutely.
Why?
Okay, so Ripple actually was the second largest coin prior to the SEC's investigation of them. They did this really weird lawsuit against them, and basically the Ripple's going to be the track that everything's going to be running on in the future. So they created their own stable coin right now.
Okay.
And Bank of America, like I said, they were doing 100% of their internal transactions. They've got 83 different patents on it, and there's some incredible stuff that's going to be coming out. So
another one you
So Bank of America doing 100% of their transactions on it. That's pretty crazy. I think more is going to come out. More of those companies, more of those banks are going to come out with announcements similar. He also touched on RLUSD, which I'll talk about again here in a second. But this is just super bullish. He mentioned Ripple being market cap number 2 for a while, ahead of Ethereum. I think it's only a matter of time before XRP flips Ethereum right now. I know Ethereum's about twice the market cap of XRP at the moment, so it'd take a little bit to get there, but Ethereum for the most part isn't doing a whole lot. Like, it's kind of staying steady. It's not going up crazy amounts. I think it's only a matter of time before XRP flips Ethereum and becomes the number 2 market cap in crypto again. And I think this guy did a good job of explaining that, and I am super excited for that. So we'll have to see there. Going with the RLUSD news, we have this post I found interesting. This is massive for XRP. Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin is surging. Market cap up 34%, volume up 257%, holders up 67% in 30 days. Liquidity is flowing, adoption is growing, the rails are being built. This is just the beginning for XRP adoption. I touched on this on one of my last videos, and I think RLUSD is going to play a major role in the US somehow. I think there's been a lot of FUD around Tether going on, and whether that ends up being true, I'm not sure or not what role it's going to play, but what I do know is the US values stablecoins, and they're going to make it a priority, make stablecoins a priority in this country. And I think RLUSD is taking the proper procedures, going through the necessary steps, building that foundation where it's going to play a huge role in America and hopefully other countries as well. And as you can see here, it is doing quite well at the moment. So really setting themselves up for success. Big news for XRP, very bullish. Stay tuned, keep your eye on that. With that, this was also very exciting for Ripple in my mind. Japan has been a huge advocate of Ripple and XRP. It is being used heavily over there in Japan. And so this David Javins from Rakuten says, in Japan, almost every bank is starting to work with something called XRP. You may know it as Ripple. So a little background on him before I play that video. David is a highly experienced executive in the Bitcoin, blockchain, payments, email security, anti-phishing, secure messaging, and internet security industries. He has a strong background in public and private company management. So he's got quite the background. He's an expert in virtual currencies, Bitcoin and blockchain, financial cryptography, internet security, payments, encryption, and more. So quite the background. And then you have Rakuten, which is almost like an Amazon over there. And just take a listen to this video.
So there's over 1,600 cryptocurrencies today that use blockchain. So all of us have probably heard about Bitcoin, some of us about Ethereum. In Japan, almost every bank is starting to work with something called XRP, or you may know it as Ripple. And there's many others.
So they're all working with Ripple over there. I don't know, but it's little sentences like that that get me quite excited about XRP, and I feel like these people keep releasing these little statements. I don't know if it's accidentally or what, but there's clues all over the place of how XRP is going to be implemented, and I just feel like the price isn't reflecting that, and I feel like there's going to come a time where everyone's like, oh, I should have picked up on all of these clues. The clues were everywhere. Why wasn't I listening? Like, I saw it over here, I saw it over here, I saw it over here, and it all lined up for XRP playing a major role. Why didn't I take action? And I feel like this was one of those clues. And I think there's another big clue that I'm going to touch on here in a second from Brad Garlinghouse and what someone he tagged said. But this is another clue. And I just feel like these clues just keep coming up every day of how Ripple and how XRP, how RLUSD is going to play a role. But that being said, let's get to a tweet from Brad Garlinghouse that really caught my attention, and then I'm going to dive into that a little bit more as well. So I'm sure some of you have seen this by now, but I'm going to go over it again, and then I'm going to touch on a post that one of the guys he tagged had. So Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, walked away with an action-packed day in DC yesterday with the feeling that there is finally an incredible opportunity to advance meaningful bipartisan legislation that establishes clear, constructive, and pro-innovation regarding or regulatory frameworks for crypto. Thank you to these great leaders. And he takes some pretty prominent people. And so, like, that's one of the things about Ripple, you guys. They are putting their face in front of so many big names in government. Like, you see Brad Garlinghouse pictured with everybody from Donald Trump down to the senators to congressmen to representatives. Like, he is everywhere. And that's just another one of those signs where I just think, like, it's too big to ignore. And I want you guys to pay attention to these signs and not to get left behind, because there's going to come a time where everyone's like, why wasn't I paying attention? It was so obvious that Ripple and XRP and RLUSD was going to play a major role. And I don't want you guys to feel stupid. I don't want to feel stupid. And that's why I'm just trying to pick up on as many of these things as possible. But you have Senator Tim Scott. You got Representative Richie Torres. You got Rep. Huizenga, Bill Huizenga, Zach Nunn, Brian Steele. That's a big one. Chairman of the House Admin and Subcommittee on Digital Assets, Financial Technology, and then some more. But you can see pictured with just a ton of people. And then what really got my attention, so I did a little diving into all of these guys, and then I followed Representative Bill Huizenga. That one caught my attention, so I clicked on him, and Bill Huizenga, read a little about him, and Congressman Huizenga will serve as the chairman of the Oversight and Investigations Subcommittee on the House Financial Services Committee. This subcommittee will oversee all agencies, departments, programs, and matters within the financial services jurisdiction. Federal agencies under the purview of this committee include the SEC, the CFPB, the Federal Reserve, Department of Treasury, and the government-sponsored enterprises, Fannie and Freddie, to name a few. So he has a pretty big role in this space. And the fact Garlinghouse met with him I was like, wow. Like, so I went to his Twitter or his X account, and let me know what you guys think about this comment. So he said, he reposted this, and he's like, so glad to be a part of these important conversations, both now and over the years, and thank you for your and your team's engagement over the years, Brad Garlinghouse. We are within striking distance. He's saying we are within striking distance. What? Okay, Bill, what are you guys in striking distance of? I don't know, but that got my attention. Like, he's talking to the CEO of Ripple saying we are within striking distance. And I just showed you the roles Bill Huizenga plays in this country. And he met with Brad Garlinghouse and is saying we are within striking distance. Are they within striking distance of ending the case? Are they within striking distance of implementing RLUSD and Ripple in some aspect, XRP in some aspect? I don't know, but that statement is one that's just a little thing. But when you pick up on those and they start adding up over time, like, there's just enough breadcrumbs being left that has me super, super bullish about XRP, about RLUSD, about Ripple. That just gets me super excited, and I don't want to be left behind. I don't want to just see these and be like, oh, not think anything of it. Like, these people aren't just saying this for nothing. They aren't saying it and lying to you. Like, they're saying it because they're leaving a trail. They're trying to tell us without telling us that something big is coming. And so when I did the diving in, when I looked into Bill Huizenga a little more, when going over the people Brad Garlinghouse met with, I found out what Bill Huizenga was doing, the role he was playing, and this got me super excited. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts below about everything that we talked about today. Do you think XRP, do you think that rise is coming? Do you think RLUSD is going to play a role? Do you think Ripple's going to play a role? What do you think about those comments? What do you think about it being implemented in Japan? Like, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to interact with you guys. Please subscribe to hear more. There's going to be more videos on XRP, I promise you. I'm a big XRP guy, as you can see. And I'm just going to continue to bring you guys the daily news surrounding XRP, surrounding Bitcoin, surrounding crypto when there's big news. And I can't wait to talk to you guys again. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.